of the world. And welcome to another grand and glorious episode of Arizona Griper Cool Style. Starring me, as usual. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you're feeling well. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Me, I'm doing all right. So far, so good. Just chilling at the pad, kind of cleaning up a little bit. Jesus Christ. I heard something that was, yo, what up, Diz? How you doing, man? Good to see you. I heard something today that is a little bit disturbing. I guess someone I know, I don't know whether this is true or not. I literally got to see it to believe it. But I guess someone that I know, I guess he's officially taking down his channels. I mean, I don't know if that's true or what, or whether it's wives' tale or what. I think it's just, I don't know, just a bit weird, because usually this person never do that. Huh. I've been doing pretty good, Diz. How about you, man? It's good to see you, brother. I've been doing all right, dodging bullets, trying to, basically I'm trying to mentally get back in the game again, because I've been kind of screwed up lately, and I've been just trying to get back in the groove, get back in the thick of things, and all that. It's been a toss-up. Some days I feel okay. Some days I feel like absolute shit. I'm washing dishes right now, so. But it just depends. So, yeah. Just hang on a second. I'm kind of rinsing out these dishes real quick, so then I'll get back to the chat. Rinsing out these dishes. I should have done this last night, but I didn't. But there's a reason for it, so just kind of bear with me a little bit while I get everything situated here. So just hang on for a second. Almost done. That way I can dry off my hands and see what's going on in the chat here. All right, what's going on in the old chatterino here? Let's see here. Let's see. My sister's doing better. She starts her new medication today. So we'll see how that goes. I can't discuss it any further because it's not my business. But she is on the road to recovery. She's, like I said, starting off something new today. So we'll see how all that transpires. Once again, I don't feel comfortable talking about this because
it's not my place. I can't say, you know, I can't talk about things that, are personal to my sister. She has to, if she's around, she'll discuss it, but I just don't feel comfortable with it because, it's not my place. But she is doing better. She is doing better, though. Yeah, I just hope that, maybe one weekend, I don't know when, but one weekend we could do that challenge on my other channel and see what that transpires. Like I said, I guess somebody's not too happy, and they said they announced that they were going to delete all their channels and leave, I guess. I mean, I don't know. People say that all the time, and then it never happens. I was thinking about what had transpired between these two. And all I can say is these two individuals, I'm not going to mention their names because I don't, I'm just speaking my opinion on them. See, these two individuals they were really good friends. But unfortunately, which does happen in a friendship, it does happen on occasion, they rubbed each other the wrong way, and there was a little spat, little bit of a dispute, and they decided, enough is enough, and they decided to just part their ways. Because of, I'm just going to say because of, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, it's just because of, I'm just going to leave it as personal things between the two of them. Once again, it's not my place to talk, even though it was brought up in public. But still, I'll just leave that sore spot alone and let it heal by itself because, they both have been through enough. One of them was on there crying and really upset and not really, she wasn't really, to me, she didn't really seem coherent. And, she wasn't in the right frame of mind to be up there arguing like that. To me, she wasn't. And both of them need to just, my advice to both of them is just to step back away from each other for a little while, calm down, simmer down, and then figure out, what you guys really want to do. You guys really want to stay with each other, or do you guys legitimate say this isn't worth it and just, just part ways as friends and just let her do her thing and you do yours, And that would, that's the most kindest thing that I could possibly say at this point regarding that situation. I mean, I could sit here and blame it on one person, blame it on another one, but you know, it takes two to make an argument, man. And so in that situation, they just need to chill out and let the situation diffuse and figure out what their next move is going to be. You know, that's friendly advice. That's the... See, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to look at the good in every situation. I'm not trying to look at the plain flat negative. And so, once again, this is no offense against anybody. This is just me trying to speak my opinion as... In other words, I'm not like ripping the Band-Aid off and say, okay, here you go. No, I'm just trying to be as delicate and as respectful as I possibly can with this. Because I know it's a sensitive situation. There's a lot of factors involved. There's a lot of shit going on. And I'm trying to be respectful and fair to both parties, so that one party doesn't think, oh, you're going against me, you're talking crap on me, or another party, no, you're going against me and talk. No, I'm just saying the both sides need to just chill out, take a break from YouTube for a little while, gather their thoughts, gather their sensible thinking, and either talk this out and work something out, or just cut it away and move on. And that's it. You know, it's a pretty standard issue. You know, I just feel bad because, you know, I don't like seeing fighting on YouTube. I don't like it at all. I don't like seeing people arguing. I don't like seeing people getting into disagreements or, you know, doing cruddy shit to each other, you know. You know, to me, it just shouldn't happen. You know, there's always a calmer, cool reasoning, and there's always a solution to everything. There always is. You know, sometimes people don't see it. Sometimes people do. But, you know, just like I said, when you're getting into it, you know, this goes for anybody. When you're getting into an argument with somebody, yeah, when you're getting into an argument with somebody, whether it's your spouse, your neighbor, your cousin, your aunt, your uncle, whoever. Of course, at first, it's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be good, because at first, you're dealing with raw fucking emotion. Raw emotion. And in a situation like that, you know, it's going to be, well, I'm going to rip your head off. I'm going to, you know, both of them are not going to be in the right state of mind to talk about things, because they're just going to want to flat go at each other. And it's going to be consistent, you know, until they actually take a step back and say, look, I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to regather my thoughts, regather my, feelings on this. And then come up with a sensible solution that kind of benefits the both of them and makes everything better, you know. Because I know an argument is not pretty. It never is. I fucking hate I don't like arguing at all. I don't like arguing with anybody. You know, sometimes when, you know, when my wife starts arguing with me, sometimes, you know, I mean, I hate to be the one to say this, but thanks for the like, by the way. Sometimes I just give up. And I'm like, dude, there's no point in fighting anymore. There's no point in arguing anymore. You know, I'm just going to sensibly take a step back, gather my thoughts, and calm my mind down a little bit, and then get back to the situation at hand and figure out a calm, cool solution. But yeah, I would just, you know, like I said, I would just formulate a calm, cool. Now, normally, I don't do that. Normally, I used to be one of those type of people that would literally just smash and bash, crash. I didn't give a fuck. I used to be a real bad brute with a bad temper and just, God, was I bad. Because I didn't care. Hey, what are you guys all excited about? What? Thank you for letting me know, Pressure. I appreciate it. Yeah, I know you're doing your job. Thank you. He's irresistible, that's why. He burped. Thank you, Duker. Thank you. See, my dogs always keep it. Aw, thank you, baby. I know, Whiff and Poof. I know. You deserve the credit, too. You guys want to go outside? Come on, you guys can go outside and bark if you want. Come on, Pressure. Want to go outside? Guys! But anyway. But, like I said, man, I used to be a fucking brute, dude. I literally used to be a brute. I used to fucking smash and crash, and, you know, didn't give a fuck. But, you know, I thank God for my sister every single day because she literally taught me that there's a better way out there, that there's better things out there, that there's a calmer way to dealing with life problems. And it just took a while to learn it. I'm still trying to learn it to this day. You know, it's not like, come on, Pressure, go outside. Pressure, get out, go. That way they could just bark outside instead of inside, so. But anyway, like I said, I used to be a brute. You know, I used to just yell and scream and not being able to control myself and literally get myself into all kinds of trouble and all kinds of stuff. And that's when my sister found me and said, you know what? Well, she came back. And she said, you know what? Fuck no. This not going to happen to my brother this way. And so my sister literally took me underneath her wing and taught me that there's a better, more calmer way of dealing with things. And I listen to meditation streams and also meditation videos that are out there. They really, really help. No joke. They really do. And also, I highly recommend 2 hours before you go to bed at night, shut down all your devices. Turn your phone off, turn your computer off, everything. Just turn it off. And just chill out, go take a shower and all that, and just let your mind kind of unplug for a little bit. And it's a lot better. You know, it really is. You know, at least I think it is. Reason why I don't have my camera on at the moment is because I just don't feel like it right now. So, you know, like I said, this is, by the way, shout out to my other sister Angie Ramirez. Angie Poos, I hope you're doing well, honey. She's the one that made me this icon, by the way. She did a really nice job with it, too. I really like it. All right, guys, get out. They got to get out again because Mom's home. As you can tell from the chaos. Chaos, chaos, chaos. Duke. Come on in if you want to come in. Careful not to let them. No, you don't. Ha! Tried to sneak out again. Back up. See, my dog tries to sneak outside, to run outside. Oh. And I have to try and stop her to do that. She always does. She always tries to sneak out. And trust me, I would have a hell of a time trying to catch her. Trust me on that one. She's a fast little shit. She is definitely fast. So anyway, I'm making me some coffee and doing all this. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and head out because the wife got home, so she probably wants to talk to me. So I'll see you guys later. You take care. Much love, and I'll see you on the next one's. Peace. And as usual, thank you for watching. Later, guys. Bye.